got to hurry up. They came here for the appetizer, they came here for the breakthrough. All right, let's get them in here.
Just one. No, that's fine. No, that's good.
Yeah, well, it's actually being filmed. We got a professional video guy here that's actually doing the film. So we're gonna have it, so you don't have to record and waste up your data. This gentleman here is getting paid for that. Take your time. Come on in. You know, how you doing today? All right, you look fine. You look fine. Take your time. Okay, we ready to get going? Come on, sister. Yep. Okay, it looks like we're going to get started. Just let me read the scientist inventor bio for you guys and his profile. We're trying to wait on everyone, but we got maybe 3 more. Okay, you guys ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go. You came here for a miracle product. Yeah, he's got to get on a flight tonight, so it's very important that we get through this meeting. It won't be long. Okay, now, everyone here, Miss Rudy? Okay, let's get them in. All right. All right. Oh, 1, 2, come on in. Come on in. Looks like we got enough room for everyone. Anyone else, Emma? Okay, it seemed like you guys all had good appetizer, a good dinner. We here on behalf of Mr. Tooks, the scientist behind the Eximius, the new breakthrough product. Everybody should be very, very excited about today, or whatever you have to do in your plans. We're excited and glad that you made it. I want to read his bio so you get a good understanding on who Mr. Tooks is, where he comes from, and how long he's been working on this research product. Okay, so his bio, Mr. Tooks, his name is Lavish II. It's a DOSE Award, has received award prestigious in the 2015 Asian CEO Award, the Green Company category. He also received award in business and direction from the European Award body. This year he received 2 major awards from the prestigious awards given the body Superband in 2016 Asian CEO Award of the Young Leader category. Those awards are recognition of different prestigious awards given by the bodies of both local and international. Due to his world-class inventions, such as the first ever exposed orbit molecule that can invade and penetrate. You should be very excited about that. The first of its kind that can actually penetrate the cell walls of the envelope of the HIV virus. This is better than nanotechnology. It's unbelievable. Better than nanotechnology. The first product of its kind, they will penetrate the cell membrane walls. You guys should be very, very excited about that. He also served as a supply largest of coffee plantation in the Philippines and Nestle, and entire over 280 brands of Kentucky Fried Chicken, which controls the plant disease pest using 100% raw materials through the invention and the waste cooking oil into organic pesticides. He also developed the first hydro diffused oil, also known as Euro 4 Ultra low emission engine oil, with 70% less emission for climate change and an average of 12% daily fuel saving. 10,000 miles oil change. So, you know, it's pretty awesome. You can change your oil at 10,000 miles now. And ladies and gentlemen, the scientist and inventor, Mr. William Tooks Lavish, I want to introduce him to everyone, and then we'll get to, before I introduce him to everyone, I want everybody to stand up one at a time and let us know who you are. So we'll start with Miss Elma. Stand up and tell everybody who you are. Come on, hurry up.
My name is Elma Ruden, ELMARUDEN. This is spelling.
Okay,
I
going.
got involved with this. I got involved with this product. I would say like over a month now. And even though I don't have cancer, I'm healthy so far. And I'm taking it like 3 times a week to start. And I'm strong, and I really tried myself if I'll be sleeping in the afternoon after sleeping 3 hours, and it's like nothing happened. And then my dog, who is paralyzed and never had a normal bowel movements, always loose since I got him 30 years ago. And I tried to give him 3 times a dose is like 1 teaspoon. It's so normal. It can be, you didn't even have to wipe his ass, you know. So, and now I'm starting the little one, which is also 13 years old, and he licks the pot all the time. And I started giving it to her the other day, and now it stopped. So it's good for animals, it's good for human beings, and I recommend this kind of product to everybody. And for cancer cells, we have later on Linda over there, who were really hopeless, and look at her. So anyways, we'll tell you about it later. All right, I'll pass it on to...
So yes, so what we want to do so we can get through this fast here, we just wanted Elma, she's on the board. We want everybody just to introduce themselves and their profession and make it pretty quick. And we just go move around the corner so you can introduce yourself real fast.
My name is Ivan, I'm a realtor.
Fred Garcia, just happy to be here, and I was invited here by my friend Demetrius. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Christine. I'm a marketing, trying to help all the runners that they live for him. Long patient after and I'm so glad to be here to find out more information about people.
Hello, my name is Kim, and I'm marketing. I try to help people. I'm working on DNA test for side effects. So people, too many people affect lots of people getting over infected. Doctors give them many pills, and sometimes those pills are not good for your body because nobody fit, what fit on. So I try to help people to do that. Thank you.
So we want to know about our wellness doctors, all the doctors. You guys are very important to us, so we want to know who you are.
My name is Cindy, I'm retired, I'm a friend of Hello Problem.
Right,
And
Gary.
she was telling me about this product, and I have other friends that have cancer, so I'm just hoping to learn something to help them.
Well, it won't take that long.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I'm Dr. Jerry Glimmer. I'm a chiropractor, and I've been helping Aloha Linda. She's been a friend for about 20 or 25 years.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, what's your name? Let's go.
Hi, I'm Freddie Castaneda. I'm a retired prison here, and this is my wife, let me like you.
Please, say hi.
Hi.
My name is D'Angelo Silvera, and I'm naturopath, and I specialize in detoxification and lymphatic drainage.
Hey, Doug McClure, I'm a relation to that handsome booty actor. And Aloha Linda invited me. Thank you.
My name is Ben, a brother of Elma, and I work for CP engineering.
Okay, thank you. Speak up a little bit so they can hear you. Okay.
Hi, my name is Nancy Ordono,
Okay.
housewife.
All right, come on.
Aloha.
I think we'll work
My
the
name is
statement now.
Aloha Linda, and you'll hear my testimony. I've been on this product, and I've had cancer 4 times, but you're gonna hear my testimony.
You can clap on that one. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, almost at the finish line.
Hi, my name is Peter Armstrong. My girlfriend, Lauren Blackwell.
I'm Lauren Blackwell.
We market detox equipment for about the last 20 years. We marketed to clinics that work with cancer patients, AIDS patients, everything you can think of. We've seen the need for what this product can do, because what we find is people get better and then they get worse, and then they get better and then they get worse, and it's sort of a yo-yo. So we feel very strongly about what we've heard about this product, because we feel it's going to be a catalyst. We feel it's going to be a game changer. We feel it's going to be something that's out there that's not been done. When you look for things out there, what you look for is game changers. You look for something new, exciting that's not been there, and we believe this is it. So we feel privileged to be in the room with these class of people here, because we all get an opportunity to be the game changers. Thank you.
Tell them where you drove from.
We drove down from Sacramento because we heard about it just at the last minute, so we just got in the car, jumped in the car, and drove on down.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
My name is Glory Di Mapuro, invited by my sister right there, Elma. And I took 5 bottles already from that oil, and because I have a lump, little bit lump in here, and I think it's getting smaller. I just noticed this morning before my sister invited me to come over here. So I think, I hope we will, get over soon.
She already spoke.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Tarzan. I'm a friend of Aloha Linda. This is my wife, Pamela. I've been in the clinical medical industry since the 60s and trained doctors. And today we put messages in the sky at 10,000 feet and 20,000 feet so people know who you are. And we're basically in the medical business and have been helping people with different kinds of degenerative medical problems.
All right, young lady, all is yours.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Rose, and I'm a friend of Tooks, the inventor. And I have a business in Fountain in Vermont, and we are distributing his product. And so far, all that coming all are positive. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Lou Sabas, and I'm an active member of the Filipino American Media.
All right.
Good evening, everybody.
My name is Myla De Leon. I am an avid reader of Asian Journal, where I write a column 2 times a week, and I'm a cancer survivor and friend of Miss Elma and Miss Rose. I am here more than for curiosity. I am going to have an open mind. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gerald Sweat, and it's my sister, Valadette, and she's had breast cancer, so she's surviving from breast cancer, not surviving, but she went through the treatments and stuff. And I'm a friend of Demetrius, and I'm here to learn about this awesome product to help others. Thank you.
I'll get to you guys.
I'm Sinaida Perry, a retired nurse, and this is my husband, Manny. We are both retired. And I just happened to meet my friend Elma for her birthday, and she told me to drink. So I did. Saturday was her birthday. I drank 2 days, twice a day, and I went to have my blood work done. My hemoglobin AIC was 6.96 months ago, and it was 6.6. And my I'm taking medication, allopurinol for my gout. It was 7.6 6 months ago, and it's now 6.1.
Wow.
It's so happy. And I'm so glad.
Right here. So, right here. Come on, young lady. Let's go. Stand up.
Hi, my name is Rosa. I'm Elma Ruden's friend. This is something new for me. So this is the first time I hear something over here. I come to learn something new.
All right. All right.
Hi everybody, I am Nene, I am already retired, and I'm the friend of Elma. Thank you.
All right.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucy Watko, a full-time accountant and a realtor on a part-time basis.
All right. Everyone, let's do your last one. Say the best for last. Huh? Let's go.
Hi everyone, my name is Pamela Tarzian. I'm a wife and a grandmother, and I'm here to learn really, really, really good things that can help me and everybody else.
You already spoke? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm Rodriguez. May I please introduce our photographer who will document everything.
Oh.
The photo editor of Manila Express, Mr. Bobby
Give him a
Crisosco.
hand. Okay, guys, all these professions you heard, and everybody took their time out to come out. Give everybody a big hand, and we're finna get this started here. Clap, 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 clap. Okay, so I'm finna introduce Mr. Took so he can get going here. And like I said again, be very mindful with this latest breakthrough. I've been in the business, I do real water, alkaline. We're the only water to go on a cellular level. So when you got a bioavailable water to do what water's supposed to do, purify the body, hydrate, cellular level, release the toxins, acts as an antioxidant, no chemicals, chlorine, fluoride, lead, then you get the body to do what the body's supposed to do. So the same thing with Mr. Tooks. He did nothing different here. You can go get these oils in the stores. Garlic oil, it's raw virgin coconut oil, and it's the omega-3 oil. So what he was able to do was just combine this and able to penetrate it to the cell membrane. So it's nothing different. The research has already been done on all 3 products. So it's very simple. It's just the penetration of his technology is getting the job done. So welcome Mr. Tux, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you very much for taking time attending this simple technical presentation. Why this technology is better than nanotechnology. As you know, nanotechnology has been developed by the best scientists in Japan. The issue there is to penetrate. Right now, they spend billions for the past 15 years. They are now in the series of producing less 25,000 microns just to penetrate with this envelope virus, because that is the primary reason why cancer or even HIV, hepatitis, they don't have the solution for these particular problems. Now I'm here to explain my brief background, why I was able to successfully do this particular technology. Because the issue for the past century or centuries, the envelope virus, as you see, this is the envelope. So normally, antiretroviral drugs, which is the most expensive antibiotics, they're using for cancer patients and HIV patients, but the issue, they could not penetrate in this membrane. So the retroviral drugs will just to prevent the propagation of cancer cells or envelope viruses. So this is a simple non-envelope, so then you just take normal traditional antibiotics, you can get cured easily. So but this For cancer, HIV, they have difficulty. So, with this technology, the effect of oxygenated oil and exposed orbited molecules, this is about penetration through the impenetrable cancer cellular wall and HIV envelope virus. Before my research, by the way, they called me serial inventor because I developed several inventions, which I love. This is my passion, research, and I love heavy problems. I don't waste time of solving the generic problems. So these are my technologies for the past 20 plus years. This is the Eximius, the right now, which is the exposed orbited molecules, and the other one, which is so powerful, this is scientifically proven. 1931, Dr. Warburg, he developed that oxygen can help heal or even cure the cancer cells because they hate oxygen. All living organisms, we need oxygen except for the envelope virus and the HIV envelope virus and the cancer cellular wall. They hate the oxygen. All they love is sugar. So if you want to prevent sugar, if you want to prevent cancer, you must take Eximius and avoid sugar as much as possible. Okay, this is my, I'm the fuel man. I love fuels. I've been in the business for almost 20 years. I know how to increase octane rating. I know how to decrease the sulfur, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide. That's my life. It's fuel. So with this fuel, I was able to develop also this conversion of waste cooking oil and organic pesticides. And the ultra low emissions, this is different. This is envelope oil. So under the extreme temperature of engine, which is 400 plus degrees, I managed to envelope the oil and extend the shelf life. We called it delayed oxidation technology. These are my technologies. In the Philippines, we sell this, but unfortunately, they want to buy more, but I'm now busy focusing on this Eximius and Eximius 2. So I've been telling them, please do not buy more because I'm busy with my medical technology or my medical promotions. So I'm supplied the largest coffee plantation and Nestle and the KFC Philippines, the entire 280 plus branches converting the waste cooking oil into organic pesticide by simply killing the insects to asphyxia. No chemicals, just penetration in the spiracles. So the principle, the mode of action is just loss of oxygen. So the fungicide, as you know, the plant disease, insecticide is the insects like termites, cockroaches, and the herbicide is the one controlling the weeds so that the nutrients of the agriculture will not be wasted. Okay. This is our focus now, the Eximius, which is two different products. The exposed molecules, which is oxygenated. This is the doctors, the oncologists knows the oxygen that could penetrate. But unfortunately, the research, they could not diffuse the oxygen from the atmosphere, put it inside the molecules of the oil. In Japan, they called it orbited. They're very successful, but based on polar molecules only. Meaning, they do the orbited molecules, but only for water molecules. You know the water, the surface? When you throw the stone goes back up and down. That's the surface. So that's the issue. But most importantly, the oil. It has a different molecules. So the oil, very impossible to cheat. You can cheat with water. You can add things, chemicals, and then you can pass you can sell, clean, nothing, but unfortunately we have chemicals in it. But with the oil, I'm so proud that it's very difficult to cheat or dilute or to add any pesticides or chemicals. Okay, this is my awards, technology, the Department of Science and Technology, European, Nambayan, Asia CEO Awards 2015 and 2016, Super Brands. These are my awards. And this is what we're talking about the cancer cells. You see, when this oil, my oil, passes with my reactors, I could evaporate in just few seconds 7% minimum. You see, without damaging the molecular structure. So with these two kinds of product, this is 20% evaporation of the surface tension without damaging the molecular structure of the oil. And this is the 7% to 10% evaporation. This is for the maintenance. So the issue there, when you cook, they called it produces 5 point. The 5 point damages the structure. So this is the new kind of fractionation, distillation, or pyrolysis technology. This is simple evaporation because I maintain the molecular structure of the oil. So by removing the surface, you could now penetrate this one. And they produces DNA repair. It's like I'm opening the molecules. Like BCO, it's good, a supplement, extra olive oil, very famous, but I tried it, but it's not sufficient. So what I did, I exposed them through the evaporation of the surface tension. It's like this. So it could now penetrate, destroy. You know what this wall is? This is the membrane, and this membrane is lipid. What is lipid? Lipid is fats, oil. And this is oil, evaporated, and put oxygenated on this. And this is one of the evidence that from our UP Biotechnology, which is a government well-respected research facilities, laboratory facilities, that I confirm that different oils, PCO, extra olive virgin oil, versus my exposed molecules. As you will see here, you will see the regular oil, strong line. It's like a line. The surface is there, but look at this. See the movement, the drop. It's different. This is the evidence of exposed or orbited molecules. They could not penetrate. Remember, we have skin. Fruits, they have skin. So we just remove the skin so that the sensitive and essential fatty acids will be exposed and ready to penetrate. I have 3 plants in the Philippines. The one making for enzyme that produces additives. And the number 2 is in Taytay. And the number 3 is in Miguel for this particular product. So this is the evidence, the orbited exposed molecules. And this is the laboratory proving that we don't have, we can tell, they could, once it will become popular, I understand that some of the companies that along the way will be trying to say bad things about this product. And I'm ready because I'm the one making it. And this is absolutely zero chemicals. Look at the heavy metals. This is only fatty acid profile. They could check, they could pass the oil with the gas chromatography, nuclear spectrum. They will see, they will find nothing. This is absolutely natural. And this oil, I don't know if you're familiar, some of this, the oil, this is the oil pure HDL, zero cholesterol. Our result says that this oil is zero cholesterol, meaning we are only pure HDL, high density lipoprotein, which is considered only good cholesterol. I eliminate the bad cholesterol, the LDL. This is, you can see, zero cholesterol, absolutely natural. And this is one of the powerful, which is the Japanese and the Chinese group trying to convince me to sell the product, with which I turned them out because I feel that I will be abused because they're offering me it's unacceptable, the terms and conditions. So this is our National Dairy Authority. As you can see, I don't know if you're familiar with the probiotics. It's the one giving the excellent energy for our gut flora, which is the lactobacillus. As you see, the exposed cellularic acid, this is the oil, for 4.32, we reaches 4.34 in just few hours. Can you imagine? And when you mix it in our body for 48 hours, can you imagine our gut flora enjoys this food? So this is not just a probiotics, this is symbiotic, a combination of the all biotics or probiotics, not the bad ones. We increase the good bacteria that fights the cancer cells and other viruses. This is one of the evidence or one of the evidences. So the observation, as you can see here, this is weight, another one. As you can see here, this oil is the only oil that kills bacteria. Normally, the oil loves bacteria, you know, in E. coli, Salmonella, coliform, the oil susceptible from this infestation. But with this one is reversal. I control the bacteria that causes milk spoilage. Normally, in our tropic country, the bacteria will last, the fresh milk will last only 2 to 3 days, even refrigerated. But this one, it just more than a week. Actually, it reaches 19. They just took the fresh milk and drink because they're more than satisfied with the result. So this is the antibacterial oil. Not only that, the protein from 0.7, with water 1.81, now with this oil 4.06. You see the protein from 1.81 to 4. So it normalizes everything because this is 100% natural. This is not made from any scientists or pharmaceutical companies. This is natural. I'm just exposing. So this is one of the reasons why I developed this, because I'm supplying the largest coffee plantation and other agricultural plants back in Mindanao in the Philippines. So from harvesting of 60%, and now they produce almost 90+% using this fungicide, natural, no chemicals, because this one controls the plant disease or plant diseases like Phytophthora and Sigatoka disease. So this is the evidence. So this is the result and discussions. And this is for one of my patients, subject, HIV patient. For the past 5 years, they're taking antiretroviral drugs free from our San Lazaro hospitals. His immune system, you can have, that's why we call it immune booster, because the immune cell, they call it CD4 test. This is not one, this is consistently. They have 7 before I launch it, and now several HIV patients. I do not want to claim, but they are the one telling that they were healed. Their viral load and immune system increases. Their viral load reduces because fortunately, after a week of taking this, after the 3 days of detoxification process, they achieve unbelievable amount of energy, because primarily from 515 never reaches 600 for the past 5 years using the most expensive antiretroviral drugs. They now reach in 2 weeks 963.
Wow.
Which I could bet any one of you, if you don't believe this product, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. You just get HIV patient, get the medical history, what's your CD4? They will say maybe normally, like Magic Johnson, maybe 600 plus, because they're still considered HIV. Because if you reach 800, below 800, you have a problem, whether HEPA or HIV. That's the issue. But this is 963. Some 980, some 1,000. From 600, we reaches 1,000. So very easy to confirm, because here we do not like delays. This is just penetration, invasion, because they're open. So from 515 to 963, which you can confirm easily. You do not need to wait for several months. So this is the gallstone. She was so happy. Stefan, she was, I think he was based in Manila, a wellness consultant, live well, look amazing Inc., based in, I think, Ortigas. He's a Swedish. So he tried so many products, but this one, so he will.
What's
He's
his
so
problem? Colon problem?
gallstone. Yeah. Discharged within 48 hours. Yes. So this is given. This is type of stage 4 cancer, metastasized already. So I said, no, do not, although they cannot afford chemotherapy, what I did is just gave them free. And then I told them to take it orally and topically. So they put in the target wounds, sufficient amount of oil, they pour. And then what happened after a few days, see, so many, the start of, we call it the healing process, drying up within 7 days. But within first 3 days, their poop is, unbearable, the foul odor, the sweatness, because they're fighting the virus and the cancer cells. So that's normally you can feel. No pain, no gain. It's so simple. You see how it looks? The drying, the healing process, both topical and oral applications. Yeah, she's now happy. She was able to stand up. The same with this Linda here. And just the issue there is we will not advise them to stop the synthetic drugs that they're using. But eventually, once their immune system goes up and naturally the gut flora, the good bacteria that controls the cancer cells, now they will be able to reduce the synthetic drug intake. Here, 2 tablespoons, 3 times daily. 20 minutes after meals. That's the best. For maintenance, I think you can take 1 to 2 tablespoons daily right after significant. This is after 2 weeks. When you confirm with your laboratory analysis, you take 1 to 2 tablespoons. If you have the money, okay, go on. But if you're budgeting, you take 1 tablespoon at least, you have the antiviral oil in your body, in your bloodstream. For cancer prevention, take 1 tablespoon 3 times to 4 times weekly. So when you have the 60 ml bottle, you can take 1 tablespoon every other day or 3 times a week. This is the Eximius. Result after taking Eximius. Eximius is simply an exposed orbited molecules and 100% natural. Consider that better than nanotechnology. After drinking, it addresses the 3 steps to good cleansing and detoxification, reverse acidosis, neutralizing too much acidity in the blood, cellular regeneration within 72 hours, because that's the issue of penetration and absorption, invading the cellular wall, the lipids, the membrane, the coated one. Balancing the gut flora, flushes out fecal materials and toxins, as well as the chemicals, medicine that is stagnant in the gastrointestinal system. After this stage, assists the body in reversing the acidic condition back to alkalinity. As you mentioned, one of our patients, it normalizes. Because remember, this is natural. Natural, it's different from synthetic. Because synthetic, certainly they have this, we call it adverse reaction. So this is the traditional cancer treatment cost. Traditional treatment for cancer patient will cost the US citizens between 10,000 to 30,000 because of the chemotherapy, laser operation, actual operation, buying expensive antiretroviral drugs or other drugs, hospital and medical costs, and variable pays both financial and physical. So if you're wise, you go to your doctor, the doctor says, oh, you have a stage 1 cancer. What will you do? You follow again the doctors, and then you come back, you have stage 3. Be wise. You should try other alternative and natural things. I'm not saying you don't go to the doctor, but you have to be wise. Be wise. Apply. If it's food that you need to take in order to reduce your cancer cells, if I am you, I will try it, certainly. 10,000 to 30,000. This is what I would like to emphasize here. The versus Eximius natural treatment costs. The oxygenated, this is the most powerful one. You take this is a oil treatment. For cancer patients, whether 1 to 4, we do not sell one bottle. No, it's nothing. Remember, we have to control billions of cancer cells. So you must have this treatment. 2 packs, 6 bottles at 2 weeks, 2 to 3 times, 2 tablespoons, 3 times daily, and then 50 to 70% of your cancer cells, and 100% you will improve, you will regain your stamina by increasing the immune system. So, without removal of any medication or medical insurance, the retail cost, let's say I'm a doctor, I'm an agent, a medical representative, I will sell to the patient 850, this oxygenated, this is cheap. Please don't compare this with other herbals. This is 100, I avoid saying this is a supplement or herbal. This is exposed orbited molecules and 100% natural. This is not a drug. This is just a vitamin. But this one could penetrate and invade the cells or membrane. I'm trying to be wise now because, you know, I'm open because FDA is the one trying to regulate that we will never have any claims. No claims. This is supplement. This is a vitamins. But the claim is penetration and absorption. You know, scientifically, how much we absorb, I think it's less than 5%. Regardless whether it is natural, herbal, or supplement, or even synthetic drugs. The issue here is balancing. How will you balance? The scientists, they have difficulties of balancing because we can easily control this membrane, this coated membrane. We can penetrate, but we will penetrate, it becomes also a homicide because it kills also the people or the patient. That's what it is. So we are here to promote this 850 for the treatment because 17, and for you because we are here to help the people, and of course we need compensation out of this technology, and for you as the helper the price is $450. You can practically get 100% savings or compensation. So estimated savings per pack is 400. So 800. This is the compensation that the possible sellers or helping the patients with this. So after taking this is the one. It's not oxygenated, but this is exposed orbited molecules. This one is exposed orbited molecules but with oxygen. This is oxygenated. This oil, by the way, is the only oil, not only antiviral, not antibacterial, but this oil produces a heterogeneous mixture in the blood. All oils, BCO, extra olive virgin oil, they will just goes down, separate and clog. This one produces heterogeneous mixture. It's not homogeneous, but it mixes. It mixes with the blood. That's how reactive it is. So back in the Philippines, we have so many patients, mild stroke, they enjoyed it. Because no medicine will give them, will improve their immune system. This is penetration and absorption. And it's not only that, this is antiviral, antibacterial oil. So here, we're here to promote this. For this treatment, you will compensate by $800 per patient. Plus, they will use this forever. I'm sorry to say this, but even you were healthy, we need antiviral in our bloodstream, in our circulation, right? So, they must take 1 to 2 bottles of Eximius at the price of 200. But we will just give you 100. So you have 100% savings to compensate you. So estimated savings is 100. So for helping the dealers projected compensation, remember I never mentioned profit or income because we are here first to help. The monetary considerations is next. So for helping each patient, the estimated compensation for natural treatment is $400 per pack times 2. Of course, to be successful, you do not need, remember, billions of cancer cells. We tell them, okay, you buy one first for you to convince. After this, naturally, they will call you back. Can we order another pack? It's so simple. Because with this one penetrates already. And then you will enjoy 800 for these 2 treatment. And then a forever, 100 to 200 an additional. So estimated the compensation will be 1,000 per patient. So we help at the cost of less than 2,000. Our lives is not $2,000, regardless whether we have the insurance or not. You can, if you're serious, back in the Philippines, they tell me, they're trying to squeeze me, the price, please, I'm sick. But you know, I help many people. But later I found out this guy he has so many wives. He's a drug addict. He drank too much. Now, I've learned, now I'm not so nice now. You have to have exert an extra effort. This is cheap. This is cheap. Saving your lives. This is not a supplement. This is not ascorbic acid. This is not antibiotics. I can improve. So, here, if you want to enjoy helping, and then here, Ms. Linda was our patient here, the first one of the stage 4 testimonials. She was crying and being thankful. And thank you very much, Ms. Linda, for coming over. And you may take one sec. Yeah, this is you may come over and explain what happened to you in less than 2 weeks. Stage 4, she's stage 4. She was hopeless, losing her faith, until suddenly there was a divine intervention. Dimitri, the gentleman over there, called her up. Hey, there is a solution here. You better try. And this is Miss Linda, stage 4 cancer patient. She was crying and thanking me. Thank you very much for coming.
Give her a hand, please. It's 5% survival rate. Metastasized in the spleen, 5% survival rate. Listen to her.
All right, you guys. My journey to live has been a long journey for me. It started I'm going to brief it really quick. It started in 2008. I was diagnosed with kidney cancer. The doctor told me, you must get your kidney out right away. I said, how big is my kidney, doctor? He said, so big. I said, why don't you remove yours? Because I'm going to try to keep mine. And so maybe I should have gotten it removed then, because for a long time, I did a lot of treatment. It is $60,000 worth of treatment in 1 year. I was in a hyperbaric chamber for 40 days in a row. I was in Mexico for a month with IV treatment with a natural doctor, $6,000 a week, and on it went. But I did get well, thank God. But then I got melanoma a year later. I almost fell off the table crying because cancer is devastating and it'll kill you. And so my doctor treated me in Mexico then. So then I was fine, but I didn't follow the rule of the cancer diet. It's so serious, and I didn't. And 6 years later, kidney cancer came back, and it came back revengeful. And I'm telling you, revengeful. I spent a whole year trying to cure it myself because I knew that my mind was set that I am healed, I am healed, I am healed. And I worked with a doctor, a friend of mine from Colorado, and I did everything you could imagine naturally at home. My doctor, my surgeon said, I'm trying to brief this, my surgeon said, if you don't get that kidney out and that tumor out, you are gonna die. So I did. The surgeon cut me from here to here, split my stomach open, and expected me to heal. Well, I did, but I didn't really. I'm sorry, I didn't. It's 2 years, October 9th, since I had that surgery. My incision is still not healed, and 3 months after surgery, I was told it was metastasized into my spleen, which is what I hated to do with surgery, because I know that when you do surgery with cancer, it definitely metastasizes. So it did, and I've been 2 years fighting this battle, and I have to tell you, before my bro, Demetrius, called me, I have been in a lot of treatment again, on the journey of healing again. And it got worse. And I told Demetrius, I'm very bad. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And that was just a few weeks ago, you guys, a few weeks ago. And he said, you get your little cute personality and you down here to LA, I've got something for you. This lady, Emma, and I were involved with this new product, and it's gonna help you. I said, I'll do anything. I did pray. Demetrius came along, my prayers were answered. In 2 weeks, I've been on this product today for 2 weeks. I'm not saying I'm well, but what I'm saying is that the pain has released. The tightness and the hardness of the tumor that's the size of 2 men's hands, 10 centimeters. It feels softer. It doesn't hurt as much. I'm going to give it another couple weeks, and then I'm going to stay on it strong, and then I'm going to get a scan, and I'm going to find out the truth about cancer. And the truth about cancer is that it can be turned around naturally, but you really have to put your mindset to it that you are healed and that you are not, I don't call it cancer, I call it can cure. Amen. Amen. So that's my story. I'm writing a book, My Journey to Live, My Passion for God by Aloha Linda. And my story is much longer in my book than it is right now for all you guys. But that's my quick story. And my story will go on because I'm going to heal in my mind. And you must set your mind to that when you're on a product like this.
How's your energy?
My energy is fabulous. I just got back from the desert. Gambling. I went to my nephew's wedding 3 days after the product. I danced my tush off all night, no pain. And that's the first time in months that I haven't had any pain. Amen. Amen. Thank you. God bless you all.
Get the cameras off. Okay. So give her a hand again. This is serious. This is, by the way, 5% chance of survival here. Again, this is cancer at its worst when it metastasizes in the spleen. Any doctor that knows, like I said, she's been on hyper, beamer, oxygenated. She's been doing all kinds of healing, wellness. She's been to the wellness center. She's been to the doctors. Her doctors probably spent about $300,000 over the last year just trying to fight this tough, nasty cancer she had. And like I said again, it's no magic to this. Anyone that's in here, you take the doctor very, very serious today. That this product is nothing magical about garlic, fish oil. All the doctors know you can go to the store and get it for $5 or $6 a piece. Again, he's evaporating the molecules, exposed the molecules, and he's able to penetrate that to get the good bacteria back to its normal state at 80% and the bad bacteria back to 20%. This is a very, very serious product. You guys came out, and good you came out, because we want to help a lot of people here. I've had covalent silver on 6 parts per million. That's actually what saved her. I was working with her, and the doctor wanted to know how in the world you got this dead kidney in your body, and you got cancer, and you're still surviving. Well, we had her on the covalent silver. If you know, not colloidal silver, covalent silver on the cellular level, on the penetration level, even though it's nanotechnology. So Mr. Tooks even got something even farther and more better than that. So this is a very serious product. This is, we're not talking about multi-level marketing. We're really marketing to doctors. It's very, very reasonable, okay? At $500 to $1,000 a treatment, that's insane. We got some, I got patients that paid $50,000 for chemo, okay? We do not make any claims. We understand about the pharmaceutical company. We understand about the FDA and the doctors. I got a daughter that's going to be a doctor, okay? She's going to school for 12 years. So we cannot get upset with them. We just got to keep pushing wellness and continue to read up on the products. But I will say this today. You guys do not take this, you better take this real serious, because she's been on this product. Even her first 72 hours, she got to me. I said, hurry up and get to me. I made her take a tablespoon. We didn't have a tablespoon, so I told her to take it out of the cap. And so she did. But you're talking about 9 centimeters, this tumor in her body, this big. And she's been having pain for 3 years, like a knife is just stabbing her. So you're talking about a person that is a 3-time cancer survivor before when she finished Eximius. And we very excited about this product here. So we urge each and every one of y'all to get this product, get the treatments, because when you get a couple of boxes, you see your patients or yourself, the energy level, detoxifying the body, having a proper hydration and releasing of the toxins. You're going to be so impressed with this product that everything in your cabinet you're going to throw away but Eximius and real water. And this is not a sales here. This is very serious.
I just want to say one more thing. I didn't tell all you guys what I've been on for the last 2 years. For 15 months, I've been on cannabis oil every single day of my life. I had to take the THC and the CBD. THC makes you high, so high you can't even concentrate. You're just stuck in bed. But that's what kills cancer. And so I found out a way I could take it in suppositories, which I've been doing, where you don't feel the high. I've been through Rife treatments, heavy-duty Rife treatments. I've been through my friend Dr. Jerry, who hypnotizes me and keeps my nerve flow open, because he knew this was serious and that he had to help me to keep that open for everything to work. I've been on Biophotonic, a nanotechnology product that cost $500 for 3 bottles, and sworn that I was going to be well. Well, I jumped into it because nothing worked, and I do have a serious cancer that can kill me. And I can tell you that I don't believe in Western medicine. I never have, but my journey has been a long journey, and I'm tired of it, and I want it to end. And I'm so thankful to God, to Emma and Demetrius, for coming to me and supporting me and wanting me as their real testimony, and I will give it. I'll give it to the world.
All right.
Amen.
Okay. So before we get any questions here, again, I challenge anyone in here that you had patients or any loved ones, that she's a 3-time cancer survivor on her 4th. And I put that in the air because, again, she called me 2 weeks ago, Demetrius, I'm dying. I said, you will not die on my watch. And this is God. Let's give him, God is good. God is the one putting this in our hands. God is the one putting, he get all the glory for everything. Nothing else. He's the one that's bring her prayers from the heavens, and the products that God has already given us has completed and came together. Again, I challenge anyone in here, if you guys, and I know Mr. Tooks will say, don't make this bold statement. If you can find anyone that's been 3-stage cancers on her 4th, that has went through the gruesome, you talk about chemo, wellness center, everything you can go through for the entire last, 10 years, 15?
2008 it started.
17, 8 years. So who would you rather want to listen to today? A 3-time on the way 4-time cancer survivor, or someone who's actually fighting cancer? They would want to listen to her. So we're not here to boast and brag about this product. We're very serious. We're here to really get it out. We love everybody. We want to come in love. We want to get this product in everybody's hand. Just get it to your patients. It's simple. You don't have to change your diet. It's just a matter of taking 2 tablespoons 3 times a day. It's oil. It's garlic oil, virgin oil, and everything that you can go buy in the store. And then going on with your life. That's what she did. She just told you she had a glass of wine. She danced all night. She hasn't changed anything. And she's getting better.
I've gained 3 pounds.
And so, so you don't change anything on this product. So you don't change anything. You just go with the product. It's 3 times a day, 2 tablespoons if you're in stage 4 and stage 3. And then if you just maintain it, and if you don't have any ailments, then you just take it maybe twice a week. 2 tablespoons. 2 for 2 weeks. But again, after the 2 weeks treatment, then you would need the other box with the maintenance, depending on the stages. But normally after 2 boxes, you're probably 90% pretty much doing pretty well. So I'm going to hand it over to Wim because we all got somewhere to do today. And we really thank you for tonight, for coming out and supporting this cause. This is a very, very serious breakthrough. I'm telling you, it's not a product in the world that can touch this product. We know about the oxygenated, we know about the bean, we know about it all. And with this penetrating here, we're very excited to take advantage of this right now. Yeah, so we're going to give you questions to Mr. Tux and any questions you have. But again, the research has already been done. So when you ask him, have any research been done? Well, yes, 1,000 years of research been done on coconut oil, 1,000 years of research been done on garlic oil, 1,000 years of research been done on omega-3 oil. All he did was just combine them and evaporate them so they can penetrate. So let's make this real easy today and get going.
Yes, thank you very much for questions. Any questions?
The microphone. Microphone.
Yeah, any questions? Stand up, sir. We want you to speak loud.
I was just wondering, is this just now being launched in the United States?
Yes, actually, it's, well, he'll say.
Yes, we are now starting to promote, and then we will be subjected to any FDA regulations as a dietary supplement. And very soon it will be exploded with the future IPO. We have just had several meetings with different investors, lawyers, IPO experts, financial experts. Then you just take a ride. That's so simple.
Go ahead.
And you probably covered this, but how long have you had this product out, and where has it been being used, and what's been the results?
Yeah, right now the major market is in our country, Philippines, but we do have some small exports in China, Europe, particularly in France, and here in the United States. Yes.
So how long?
I started the technology more than 20 years developing this, trying to penetrate with this membrane, because I studied carefully the issue. It's not just trying to extract some oils from the different plants. So you have, first of all, you have to identify the issue. It's very critical. So I identified the problem and tried to make it for several years. And this one, first, I made it successful in the organic pesticide, converting the waste cooking oil into organic fungicide. Fungicide is controlling the plant diseases, and insecticide is killing the insects. So through this, the principle of absorption, because in the agriculture, you cannot use oil to use for agricultural crops. The oil kills the plants because they call it phytotoxicity. The oxygen could not penetrate in the leaves or in the pad or in the fruits. They cannot use it. So what I did, I exposed the molecules and successfully, I'm the first one to predict it. And then my next, I thought this is ready for the human applications, and luckily I was successful. It was started to treat this cancer and HIV patients last October and November of last year. And then without without any FDA, just showing them this is natural, this is the laboratory analysis, gas chromatography, that confirming that we don't have any chemicals added on it. People are buying, just very curious, just want to try. And then I'm telling them this is just 2 weeks, it will increase significantly. And that's it. Now I have this laboratory facility, I have manufacturing plant, and this is all covered by our FDA, Food and Drug Authority. Yes, any question?
So any more questions, sir? Did he answer all your questions? Keep going. Come on, we love it. Go ahead.
I was just curious as far as the results of other cancer patients in the other countries that you're working with.
Yes, I have, I'm very busy. I have several leaders, and one of them, the website, you can check here, the Eximius. Yeah, here, the website, you can check it. This is different technologies. So you can check here, so the testimonials, laboratory analysis, data, so you can confirm. By the way, the lauric acid from coconut, which is known scientifically as antiviral oil. Are you familiar with the colostrum? The young milk? The first milk that comes out after you give birth. This is, the colostrum came from lauric acid. What are the sources of lauric acid? Breast milk, Carabao's milk. The best one is the goat's milk, because the goat's milk will not just penetrate completely 100%, because they are considered single chain molecules, single chain triglycerides. The best thing is the medium chain. So that's it. So I never use unproven oils. These oils are scientifically proven. I just combine, Dimitri is correct, I just combine them and then expose. That's so simple. This is patented. Yes, ma'am.
When this does cures you, why do you have to stay on it? How long do you have to stay on it after you're cured, and why? Why stay on it?
After the oil treatment of 2 packs, I suggest you take, even I'm taking 1 to 2 tablespoons daily as preventive. Remember, we have all the environmental issue from emissions, the carbon dioxide, that's why they call it climate mitigation. Because the issue of nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, we all inhale that. And these ones scientifically proven again that it causes, they are carcinogens. It mutates the cancer cells. Remember, we all have cancer cells. It's just by the environment right now, the food that we take. That's why I'm trying to avoid in my family the chicken, because I'm familiar with chicken. You know the KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken here? I'm the one supplying the entire KFC Philippines, the 280 plus branches. I'm the one, before I make this, we subjected to clinical trial in their facilities. The chicks, 1 million heads, I found out they injected, especially when they have these change of environment. Can you imagine growth hormones? Before they sell the chicken, it took them, or it takes them 70 days, 60 days. Now, oh my God, it's 88 days only because of the growth hormone. And when there is a change of weather from hot, then there's drizzling or rain, my God, the virus is so active. So what they do is they apply 3 times to 4 times dosages of antibiotics. So World Health Organization, they issued that some of the antibiotics is not working. There's now resistance because of this. So as much as possible, avoid eggs, meat, sugar when you want to avoid cancer. Yes, sir.
Yes. Is there any other active ingredients other than the MCT oil and the
It's just evaporation. The active ingredients is precisely the exposed essential fatty acids. Like if we consider garlic oil, the active ingredient of garlic oil is fiber, which is 15% fiber. So fiber is known for antioxidant, like the fish oil.
Right.
So when it comes to coconut oil, the active ingredient is lauric acid, caffeinic acid. So I just exposed them.
So is MCT oil the only one you're using, or are you using the rosemary and you're using the other ones too as well?
Let me correct you on this. The MCT, what's your background, sir?
Naturopath, detoxification, and lymphatic drainage.
Okay, I don't know if you heard of the bullet coffee.
Yes.
In the New York, very famous. This is base medium chain triglycerides. But when you make MCT, you destroy the lauric acid. You get only the caprilic acid and capric acid, which is natural energy, but you don't have antiviral.
Right.
So in Nestle Science, they sell, let's say, $400 to $500 per quart, or 942 plus ml, less than a liter. That these are based on caprilic and capric acid. Remember, this is fractionation or even distillation. You destroy the essential fatty acid. This is my expertise comes in, balancing without damaging the molecular structure. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm trying to find out if you have any DNA double-strand, single-strand studies in the clinical laboratory that are documented, and any kind of animal tests that you did, different kinds, and then clinical studies that are with double-blind studies on humans.
It's a good question, but first of all, I am not applying this for as a drug because this is just a supplement. Number two, this is scientifically proven because, as we know, lauric acid is known for antiviral properties, natural. This is the antibody like the colostrum. So what I'm trying to say, sir, all the proven essential fatty acids, I just combined them and evaporated minimum of 7 to 20%. So if you will ask me, do you need any documentation? It's the normal questions the doctors I'm receiving. I said, I'm using the proven fatty acids. Did you get me, sir? I am not using this, extract this, and get the oil, and then this is, we do not need what kind of fatty acids inside of this. What I'm trying to say, I use the proven scientifically, the caprilic acid, the lauric acid, the fiber, the fish oil, which is high in antioxidant. These are scientifically proven. I just combine them, so simple. I just evaporate. I do not need to use generic, it's a waste of time.
Yeah. So again, I know everyone is, asking different questions, but I think that we all know that it's a simple, process here. It's nothing different than garlic oil again, and that's the reason why I keep speaking on this, because it's that simple. I know it's hard to believe, but if most of our doctors can get the penetration, then you'll see better results. And that's what Mr. Tooks is trying to say to everyone. Just like the water you're drinking. We have the only scientists in the world, and the reason why I say this, because real water is able to penetrate on the cellular level and go beyond alkalinity. It's not just a pH potential hydrant. Anybody can get limited water and make pH. We have a negative ionization water, which acts as an antioxidant. So the technology is unreal. And so all he did again is nothing is different here. He just took his technology and his research of 20 years. He was able to penetrate to the cell membrane walls of the envelope, and you're seeing the results. From the garlic, we know that they use for different variety of things, blood pressure, purifying. The colon, the virgin coconut oil for a variety of things, and then omega-3 oil. And so that's all he did. So let's make it real simple. It's a simple process. Even the FDA, we don't make no claims. But again, if they came in, they're going to look at that. You sell it in the stores. So you're going to shut it down. You're selling garlic. You're selling virgin coconut oil. And you're selling omega-3 oil. We just combined it, and it's real simple. And he's got the penetration to go where it needs to go. And so that's why the results are so astounding. It's real simple. And so we just want everybody to understand that, so we don't have to you know, we know common sense here. Read up on the product and understand what penetration to do, and then call it a day. And that's what we're doing today.
It's more of technical rather than medical. This is the principle of absorption. Regardless whether medical, the technology of synthetic drugs, remember the absorption is limited. Most of them are wastage. That's all.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no.
How about children?
Yes.
Take this or pregnant woman?
Precisely, this is I'm here because we solved the issue in dengue, with the hemoglobin. Now the Zika virus is similar to that of HEPA, BNC, and HIV. They're relatives. The principle is the envelope. So in the future, perhaps all the pregnant women in the United States will be using Eximius to prevent the possible Zika virus, because it passes to the bloodstream. Remember the blood-brain barriers? No one can penetrate in these barriers except if you have these orbited molecules. Yes, sir.
So what I'm hearing is this. If we take the ingredients that you use and we break down what each of those individual ingredients do, we know what they do and what the effect is if they're effective. So what you've done is create a vehicle that will drive that through the cell membrane.
Yes.
1,000%.
Once it's in the cell membrane, then what it's doing, it's allowing those ingredients to perform at the highest level in the cellular level, allowing them to detox and then nourish, feed the cell, because we know a bad cell produces a bad cell, and a good cell produces a good cell.
Right.
So you're going to take a bad cell, make it a good cell, and when it reproduces, it will produce more good cells, and this particular product will continue to work in that fashion.
Exactly.
Wow.
They produce DNA repair.
So you explained it the best way you can explain it. That is an awesome way to explain it. I hope everybody got it, understanding what you just said. It's very, very simple.
Okay, sir.
And are all your products in your line are plant-based?
Natural, 100% natural. I can depend it whatever FDA globally. Yes, 100% natural.
No side effects? No side effects?
You're taking, ma'am, extra virgin olive oil? There's no side effect, right? You're taking extra virgin coconut oil? Same. That's why I showed the laboratory analysis showing all fatty acids profile only. Yes, ma'am. Any question? Yes, ma'am.
Do you advise to a person that is has a severe allergy, airborne allergy?
Yeah, it's not effective with asthma. I'm sorry to tell you, I have to be honest, asthma is not working. But with allergic rhinitis, which is I am, since maybe I'm 10. Now I'm early 40s. Now just less than 2 weeks, my God, I do not need to squeeze every morning when I woke up. And the gout, the chronic pain in the gout, oh wow, very easy. You're the one, you experience the result, the uric acid. So what this product very effective is the chronic one that other medicines, whether synthetic or herbal, they do not penetrate. You have years of pains. But once this penetrates, that's all. Few hours, few days only. Yes, no. Okay.
It does this reverse acidosis of the body, and if so, via the blood or GI tract?
Yes. Because it's natural, we do not know the reaction, but since this is natural, it balances everything inside the bloodstream. So very difficult to penetrate in the bloodstream. Remember the Japanese, they spent billions of dollars trying to penetrate. They're now less 25,000 microns. Imagine how tiny, it's like subatomic, just to penetrate in the blood-brain barriers, membrane, but still they're having problems. That's why I'm here. I'm ready to face the best scientists.
in the world.
Yeah.
How would a stroke patient can?
We have several patients, ma'am, in the Philippines because I said, as I mentioned earlier, it produces heterogeneous mixtures with the blood. The first oil that mixes with the blood, so it's highly reactive. So remember, this is just immune. When you increase your immune, it penetrates, increases your immune, that's all. You can practically fight every bad army of bacteria and cancer cells. That's the principle.
With a stroke patient?
Can improve significantly. Improve.
And so, to your question, ma'am, to your question earlier, you asked him, he asked it, once the patient has gotten better after the 2 treatments, why do they have to take it? Well, that's just like if you go to the store or you try to take supplement vitamins to boost your immune system. If you see something of this magnitude that will do this in such a short length of time, wouldn't you want to continue to take this even if you had to take short doses? I would think, go ahead.
How long, years or?
Well, it depends on you again. This here is working on the penetration level. So you get the results, you get the results, but if you continue to like the product, most of our consumers or most of the health people that we're dealing with, they want to take this product because they're so astounded. They've never seen nothing like this before. We never had a product like this in 10,000 years. We've had some products that, I tell anybody, I know all of the health practitioners, I know doctors, PhD, like I said, my daughter wants to be a doctor. And so when you have a product that, I like fast work, and that's what Eximius is. It's fast work, number one. And so you see results extremely fast, and I think that's what people want to see. They're tired of, everybody just coming to a lecture saying what they have, and then it may work on 1 person out of 100, or 2 person out of 1,000. And so we're real serious about this product, and like I said, I want everybody to join with us, take this product serious, and then again, not only taking this product, but again, what he mentioned about the certain amount. This is very, very cheap. You're talking about pennies on a dollar, okay, to get yourself well and healthy. So if you want to join us and come aboard for the doctors and, wholesale price, and we don't tell you, don't charge your clients $200,000 for 2 treatments, but, if you have clients and you can get this at a wholesale price, if you care about them, you charge them what the price is, and you keep moving forward. And that's what we're doing. We care about people. So we're not just trying to make a lot of money like pharmaceutical companies and all these companies. Listen, we can't get mad at those guys. Those guys, that's what they created to the masses in the world. And hey, that's what they're doing. We're just standing in our lane. We're not making no claims. We have a product here that's very cheap, that can do what it's supposed to do on the penetration level. And I think with our team and everybody that's coming to us and working with us, we can move a lot of this product, and I think we can all be happy and be successful.
Does it work on everybody? Is there some people it doesn't work on?
So far, I will say that he had a patient, I think we had 98%. I think you'll take that any day. When you're dealing with the antiviral, the virus, you're dealing with a bacterial issue, where a bad bacteria then took over the good bacteria. This is phenomenal. So you might have somebody that got thousands of pathogens, parasites, that they so beyond whatever, like Linda. I'm sorry, but I had to say that. But again, we're not sitting here, she's not coming here as a beauty pageant tonight to try to get someone to buy Eximius tonight. That wasn't the case she had here. This woman here didn't think she was going to make it out of the month. Okay? So again, and then some of the people that know her can find in what she was saying and confirm. She's a very, very sick woman. She was crying to me in breakfast the other morning. I was talking to the veteran, and he overheard her conversation. This veteran. And we was talking about politics. So this is a very, She's been on everything. For this to work for her in 6 days and eliminate the stabbing that's been going on for 3 years. And she's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and she's just delusional and everything. Well, no, I'm saying you couldn't go to sleep. You couldn't go to sleep. I will say, and then we want to end this tonight because we don't want this to drag out. Like the inventor told you, he went through a very simple process with you guys. It's 3 oils. It's just the penetration level of the oils that's combining, like the doc said. So let's make it real simple and get it in our patient's hands. And then you determine what you think about the product. We don't need to sit in Beverly Hills tonight. We've done enough time in Beverly Hills tonight. We all got families to go home to. The doc got to be on a plane at 8 o'clock. We got to get him to the airport. Let's take this product. Let's move it forward. And we're able to do it in the mass of what you guys help. So that's...
Just give me one more thing to say that I'm about to tell you guys. It's really important. I went to see my doctor who does frequencies on me, but he does muscle testing on me with the product. Every time he sees me, he finds nanobacteria infection. He finds 2 or 3 viruses. They found 7 viruses in my spleen. Yesterday, 2 weeks on this product, he found no more parasites, which he finds every time, and he found no more viruses. He found a couple small things, but no viruses. They were gone, and so he was pretty amazed. So I forgot to tell you that. Amen.
And so, yes, and so termites, it also killed termites. So again, we do have some boxes available. We limited tonight. We do have boxes available if you want to purchase some tonight. Not many. That's all we have isolated. Yeah, I think we got how many? 10 boxes there.
You order from me.
Yeah. So you order. Yeah. So again, so we already have. Listen. So again, we're bringing this to North America on a massive scale, on a massive distribution, and the people that's going to help us help others get better. That's what we're worried about. We're not worried about the money. So I want everybody to understand it's not about the money on this product. If you love, you got family members, aunties, uncle, St. Jude's Hospital with our little beautiful kids. We love the people, not the money. And that's why we're selling it so cheap. So let's work together and make it available for homes so that they can afford this product.
So if we cannot buy it tonight, how would we order it?
Yeah, so if you can't buy it tonight, we're actually, again, this product is so new. You guys got the cream of the crop tonight. You guys get an opportunity to bring it to the world. It's been out less than a month, okay? And we got, even my God's daughter got uterus cancer. She couldn't make it tonight. We got so many people doing better within days. It scared me, to be honest with you. So yeah, you'll be able to get the product. I think Linda gave you the card. We're actually doing completely everything that we need to do. And I ask you guys again to work with us and let's work together. And because we're doing the massives of this product. It's fairly new and it just came to North America. So again, you got the cream of the crop. And so let's work together and get this out as a massive to our patients. And you try to put it on your patient. And then you determine what you think about the product. Don't go off of what I'm saying tonight and what the doctor's saying and what he displayed tonight. Because again, the doctor's been saying lectures for over 10,000 years. You need to see production. Now, I will say this. Linda is a 5% survival rate. If you know anything about cancer metastasizing in the spleen, then if that's not enough to approve you today, then I don't know. Because even pancreas cancer, with that, if we talk about metastasizing in the spleen, 5%, even pancreas have more than 5% at that rate. And look at her. Look how beautiful she's looking. Look at what she's talking about. She just told you she danced. She just told you about her tumor and everything. We're not making any claims. It's coming from her. So we don't want to make claims. We want the FDA come knock on the door. Because again, once they check the ingredients, they're going to say, oh, it's garlic. Oh, I can go buy that at the store. It's fish oil. I can buy it at the store. And it's coconut virgin oil, which coconut virgin oil is a very powerful product by itself. Okay, so we don't want to keep everybody here, so we're ready to wrap it up. So let's give everybody applause. Any questions? Drive safe home tonight. We're happy to have you tonight. Again, you can order the alkaline water if you need it. But again, this is not about money. Let's help each other, because I think that's what a lot of doctors, a lot of people think it's about money. But you can make money. And that's why my daughter going to school for 12 years.
Yeah, thank you very much for attending, giving your precious time here. I'll be going back to Manila tonight. So